Welcome to Egypt Unsealed, the series that pries open the sealed tomb of history and drags its secrets into the light. Here on History's Dark Chapter, we uncover what the pharaohs tried to erase: lost technologies, forbidden rituals, vanished civilizations, and mysteries so old they threaten to rewrite everything we think we know. If you're ready to step into the shadows of the ancient world, the journey begins now. In the blazing desert of Giza, a stone titan waits, half lion, half human, all mystery. For 45 centuries, the great Sphinx has outlasted empires, witnessed conquerors, and protected secrets so ancient they feel almost impossible. But tonight, we're going deeper into chambers that shouldn't exist, into erosion patterns that defy everything Egyptologists claim, into a face that may not be the face it was born with. 12 mysteries, 12 impossible questions, and we begin with Mystery 1. Ask any mainstream Egyptologist, how old is the Sphinx? They'll give you the standard reply: built around 2500 BC, 4th dynasty, Pharaoh Khafre, case closed. But in the 1990s, a quiet, unassuming geologist named Dr. Robert Schoch stepped up to the monument and saw something that, shattered that so-called settled science. He didn't look at hieroglyphs, he didn't examine statues, he looked at the stone itself. Deep, vertical channels cut into the enclosure walls, weathering patterns impossible to form in desert conditions, erosion that looked nothing like wind and sand. This wasn't aeolian erosion, this was water erosion, the kind caused by centuries of heavy, continuous rainfall. And there's a catastrophic problem. Giza hasn't seen rainfall like that since, 7,000 to 10,000 BC. Let that sink in. If Schoch is right, the Sphinx predates the pyramids by thousands of years, older than dynastic Egypt, older than the pharaohs, possibly even older than human civilization as we define it. It suggests that before recorded history, a forgotten culture carved a 240-foot guardian out of bedrock and then, vanished. No tools found, no pottery, no inscriptions, nothing except the Sphinx. Egyptologists reject Schoch violently. They insist the timelines are solid, the architecture aligns with Khafre, the erosion can be explained away, but those vertical grooves remain undeniable, unignorable, unexplainable. If the Sphinx is older than the pyramids, what else are we wrong about? For centuries, legends have whispered of secret chambers beneath the Sphinx, tunnels, vaults, underground libraries, and one legend towers above the rest, the Hall of Records, a hidden archive said to contain the entire history of Atlantis. Most dismiss it as myth. Except something changed in the 1990s. Researchers ran extensive scans, ground-penetrating radar, seismic surveys, electromagnetic imaging, and the machines detected voids, not random fissures, not accidental cracks, rectangular chambers, aligned passageways, symmetrical hollows directly beneath the Sphinx's paws, exactly where Edgar Cayce in ancient traditions said they would be. Official explanations insist these voids are natural, just geology. just coincidence. So why won't Egypt allow excavations? Why are the chambers off limits? Too dangerous, they say, too risky for the monument. Maybe, or maybe, what lies beneath could rewrite history. Ancient scrolls, artifacts from a pre-dynastic culture, or, if the legends hold, the last surviving knowledge of a lost world. No one knows, because no one is allowed to look. 1 meter wide, gone. Ask the average person who broke the Sphinx's nose and they'll say the same name. Napoleon, French soldiers, artillery practice, boom, nose gone. It's a great story. There's just one issue. It's completely false. We have sketches from 1737, 60 years before Napoleon ever set foot in Egypt, showing the Sphinx already missing its nose. The real culprit? Historical records point to Muhammad Saim al-Dar, a 14th century Sufi zealot. In 1378, he saw local villagers offering prayers and gifts to the Sphinx, treating it as an idol. Enraged, he climbed the monument and chiseled the nose off himself, attempting to destroy a symbol of pagan worship. He was executed for the act, but the damage was permanent. Napoleon's cannons had nothing to do with it, but the myth persists because it's easier than admitting the truth. The Sphinx was mutilated not by foreign invaders, but from within. Look into those eroded stone eyes. Who is staring back? Egyptologists say Khafra, based on architecture near the Sphinx temple, but when forensic specialists compared the Sphinx's face to known statues of Khafre, the features didn't match. Not the jawline, not the cheekbones, not the eye structure. So if it's not Khafre, who is it? Khufu, Jedefre, a god, a ruler from a forgotten civilization? No inscription names the Sphinx. A monument of this scale, with no identity attached, almost as if someone didn't want the truth known. Step back. Look at the whole monument. The head is too small, not slightly, not stylistically, wildly out of proportion. Old Kingdom architects mastered geometry. They built the pyramids with extraordinary precision. So why would they carve a head so mismatched to the body? Unless they didn't carve the original head at all. Enter the recarving hypothesis. What if the Sphinx originally had a lion's head, a jackal's head, a completely different face, weathered, eroded, damaged beyond repair? Then, in 2500 BC, Khafre's sculptors recarved the damaged head into their pharaoh's likeness, removing layer after layer of stone until, well, the head became too small for the body beneath it. This explains the erosion differences, the misaligned facial features, the disproportions, the architectural confusion. Maybe the Sphinx isn't one monument, maybe it's two. An ancient guardian body, wearing a younger pharaoh's face, a hybrid built across millennia. We've only just begun. 5 mysteries revealed, 7 more waiting in the desert dark. An age paradox that threatens to rewrite human history. Secret chambers sealed beneath our feet. A face that refuses to identify itself, and a body that may belong to a civilization we've never even imagined. And this was only part 1. Don't move. Part 2 is coming. You've stepped deeper into the shadows of Egypt unsealed. But the story doesn't end here. If today's revelations shook your understanding of history, the darker truths wait just beyond the next chamber. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and return to history's dark chapter, where the past refuses to stay